Adopting accrual basis for the first time requires absolute clarity on the implementation timeline. Under IPSAS 33, first time adoption of accrual basis IPSAS, your roadmap is determined by 3 specific days. To make sure these things for your exams, I've got a brand new song that will have this roadmap busting your brain. Have a quick preview of the song, which you will get in full in the middle of the lecture.
Transition date, that's when you begin. Adoption date.
Grab your pen. Let's go straight to the board. Roadmap to IPSAS 33, first time adoption. Always use the mnemonic TAR for the roadmap to IPSAS 33. TAR. T, the first letter T stands for transition date. Transition date. Transition date is the beginning of the earliest period for which an entity presents full comparative information under accrual IPSAS in its first financial statements. The earliest period for which an entity presents full comparative information under accrual IPSAS in its first financial statements. It is the start of your comparative year. If your first IPSAS reporting year end is December 31st, 2026, if the first year end is December 31st, 2026, and you present 1 year of comparatives, your date of transition is January 1st, 2026. So your transition will be January 1st, 2025. Transition date will be January 1st, 2025. Notice is the reporting date. Reporting date. That is your first IPSAS reporting year end. Your first IPSAS reporting year end is this, which is the reporting date. Therefore, your transition date will be January 1st, 2025. This is when you prepare your opening statement of financial position. This is the date you prepare your opening statement of financial position. The letter A is date of adoption or adoption date. So A is for adoption date or date of adoption. This is the date on which an entity presents its first outcome or financial statements that contain an explicit and unreserved statement of compliance with accrual IPSAS. The date in which an entity presents its first financial statements that contain an explicit and unreserved statement of compliance with accrual IPSAS. This is your official reporting date. Your adoption date is your official reporting date. Following our timeline, this will be December 31st, 2026. So it means the adoption date will be December 31st, 2026. December 2026. That will be the adoption date. It marks the end of the first official IPSAS reporting period. The adoption date marks the end of the official first IPSAS reporting period. Then we are looking at the letter R, which stands for expiration of transition relief period. R. Expiration of transition relief period. So the R for relief period. EZIKAN 33 grants a 3-year transition relief period from the date of adoption for the recognition and measurement of specific assets, liabilities, and disclosure. I repeat, EZIKAN 33 grants a 3-year transition relief period from the date of adoption for the recognition and measurement of specific assets, liabilities, and disclosure. The 3-year clock starts from the date of adoption. The 3-year period starts from the date of adoption, which is December 31st, 2026 in this case. It starts from the date of adoption. If your adoption date is on December 31st, 2026, if this is your date of adoption, your transition exemptions expires on December 31st, 2029. So after this year, you count 3 years. That means you have 2027, 2028, 2029, making 3 years. So that means if this is your date of adoption, your transition relief period will expire on December 31st, 2029. After this date, full compliance with all standards is mandatory. After the end of the expiration of transition relief period, full compliance with all standards is mandatory. Let's master the first time adoption roadmap with our memory song.
EZIKAN, let's go! For the first time adoption, listen now. Remember TAR, the roadmap is clear. Transition date, that's when you begin. Adoption date, your first report is here. Relief expiration, the grace period is over. EZIKAN style, yeah!
To summarize the roadmap, remember TAR. T, transition date, starts of the comparative period. A, adoption date, first explicit statement of compliance. R, relief expiration, end of the 3-year exemption window. Comment the most interesting part of this lecture. Like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next class.